special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today, I got a quick little eye tutorial for you using the newest palette by Natasha Denona, Zendo, and then we're going to talk about which Natasha Denona palette is for you. Let's say you don't have any and you're really trying to narrow it down, which one do you think you will use the most? We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go through my collection and I'm gonna give you my thoughts. Okay. So the first shade we're going to take here is Mindful, this beautiful warm brown here, and it's one of her creamy matte formulas. I'm terrible. I don't know what she actually calls this formula. I should, because I'm a fan and I love this formula and her palettes in general. And I know this is something that is very unique to Natasha Denona. However, I don't know, is it like a cream matte cream? I don't know what the name of it is, but if you've experienced Natasha Denona shadows, then you know about this formula. It is brilliant. So I'm pulling that up higher than usual just because, I don't know, I just like the warmth of it. All right, now we're gonna go in with this red shade here, Vigor. Now, I will say I have never experienced a dry matte from her. This is the first time with this red shade. Not sure what's going on with that. Y'all know, like I said, I'm a fan. She's my favorite, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. This one is dry. I don't know why. I've never experienced this with her shadows, and I can't even say it's because of the tone, because I feel like in Sunset and in Love Palette, there are shades that are similar to this, and they're not dry. So that was different. So I'm going to put this in my crease, and this is to just deepen it up furthermore. Pull it down some. Again, that was just something I noticed. If anyone else has this palette and they've used that shade and they've experienced that, please let me know. Obviously, today I'm going with the warmer side because my last indie video was Circo Loco, which, so who was it? Was it Lori? Lori told me, I believe, when I did her hair, the reason why these came out so close together was because Circo Loco was leaked. It wasn't supposed to come out that soon. So that makes sense, but I did a blue look the last time, so that's why I went warm today. And then we are going to take this shade right here called Sense, which I think is stunning. And I like to really pack on that inner portion, then blend out the rest of the way. Love this shade. This is really pretty. And keep in mind that the red is going on deeper because we laid down Mindful first. So when those two come together, it just makes it look a little bit deeper, which is what I wanted. All right, and then for the inner, this orangey right here, the tear duct called Aura, which is really pretty. It's a very pretty summer shade. And then we are going to line with some black liner here from Marc Jacobs. So I don't know what's going on with Marc Jacobs. They aren't going out of business. Saw that on Trend Mood actually today. However, all of their stuff has been half off for a good bit. So I don't know what the tea is with that, but y'all know highliner is my favorite. And so here's the thing. They are half off, more than half off I think now. And I was gonna repurchase, but the only reason why I didn't was because I'm just gonna be upset when I finally do run out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and transition myself and try to find another liner. Then I'm just gonna take some of Mindful All right, gonna throw on a lash here, and I have been loving this Kiss lash glue liner. If you struggle with putting lashes on, you need this. I'm gonna have a lash tutorial video coming very, very soon, and I'll be using this because it makes life easy. And then, because you don't have to wait for it to dry down, you don't have to worry about, oh sorry, I'm not even in frame. You don't have to worry about it drying down. You don't have to worry about gluing your eyes shut. It's, I mean, super easy. Super, super easy. I'm just gonna go in with this Pillow Talk liner. Come on, focus. There we go. I can't line my own lips to save my life, but I could do others perfectly fine. Okay, now we're gonna take some of this gloss. Now it's too dark. Now it's too dark. It's okay. We gonna roll with, you know what? It's okay. We're rolling with it. Alrighty, this is our finished look. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the Zendo palette. So, Zendo, Zen, calm, relaxing. So nothing vibrant, nothing loud. This isn't Circo Loco. This isn't love. None of that stuff. So within this palette, it gives you the best of both worlds. So you've got some warm and you've got some cool. I saw some comments where people were saying, oh, it's warm again, it's warm. Well, here's the thing. And again, yes, I am a fan. I love Natasha Denona. I love her formula, her color stories. One thing you can't say about her is she literally has something for everybody, which is why I love her. And when I say that, meaning what's your preference? What do you like? Do you like neutrals? Do you like cool? Do you like warm? Do you like vibrant? She's got it all covered. So that's why, I mean, I didn't have any complaints when I saw this palette. I feel like this kind of gives me a little bit of the, what is it? Like sunrise vibes, if you will. And then over here, it kind of gives me more so metropolis, safari feel, just simply because that pulls a little bit cooler. And then when you put the two together, you get the best of both worlds. So I'm not mad about it. Something I noticed, this red in here, it seemed to be a little bit drier, and I am not used to that with Natasha Denona, so that was kind of like, what's going on? That's different. However, it worked. We still made it work, but I can't sit here and act like I didn't notice that, because I did. Also, I saw some people saying that the shimmers were lackluster. So since the one that I used on my eyes, so the ones that I have played around with since Aura Luster, Tranquil, they are more so of, how can I describe this? It's more so of like a satin sheen formula. Now, if you go to shades like Yama, I feel like these are shades that are more so like, not pressed glitter. Now, the only way that I can describe shades like this is, okay, so you have a color, and let's say the color has a background depth to it and then has some shimmer. These don't have that background depth. It's just solely the shimmer. So therefore, it's more so like a topper, if you will. And I can totally see why that would bother some people, because you probably want something with more depth to it and the shimmer. I get that. Can't be mad about that. So shades like Yama, and then where was the other one? Not that one. To me, Yama was the only one that was like that. I'm not bothered. Now, is this my favorite Natasha Denona palette? Nope, it's not. I got it because I'm a collector, okay? This is not my favorite. In fact, I can tell you right now, this ain't even in my top 5, top 3. So there's that. Now, Who is this palette for? This palette is for the person that wants a little bit of warm and you want a little bit of those cool blues. Of course, if you are 100% just like a neutral girl, I don't think you would be into this at all. Reason being is because if you like neutrals, you're not going to want to go with these bluish green tones over here. I feel like these pinkies and the red oranges over here, you might not like that either. Now, who is this palette for? This palette gives you the best of both worlds, okay? You got a little bit of color and you've got some warmth with some cooler blues. If you are someone who is just simply not into color, if you're a neutrals girl, I would not recommend this. If you don't have Metropolis, if you don't have Metropolis or Sunrise, then yeah, you might want to dabble into this. However, I feel like if you have Metropolis, if you have Sunrise, you probably don't really need this one, okay? That's just my personal opinions. Do I think it's cute? Absolutely. Do you need it? Would this be the top one that I'm like, yo, if you're gonna shop indie, get this one? No, not at all. Now, let's talk about it, okay? Which palette is for you? So we already talked about Zendo. If you don't have either of those two that I mentioned, Sunrise or Metropolis, and you do like color, that's you, girl. This is you. The one that I find myself recommending, the holy grail of all Natasha Denona palettes, is going to be Biba. Biba is a staple, okay? I understand that Biba is the big one, the Mac Daddy, the Mac Mama, so it's like, what, $129? Ugh, gag, I know. However, everyone needs a good neutral palette, okay? I feel like this could be the only neutral palette that you have in your collection, and you will be Gucci. I've had mine for, I believe, 2 years now, and man, I absolutely love and adore. This is 100% neutral. If you like neutrals, you just want one palette, you want to be done, you like to keep it simple, you don't want to fool around with a bunch of color, this is it. This is for you. Now, let's say you're on the other side of the spectrum and you're like, nope, 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 nope. I like cool tones, give me the cool. Okay, that is where Glam comes in. Now, this was interesting to me when this palette came in because a lot of people were tripping about, oh, well, that's not my outer lid, that's not my inner corner, that's not what I use. Okay, let me ask you a question. Who on God's green earth actually uses the eyeshadow palette based off of the directions, what it says? It's just a guide. Use it for whatever you want. And then, you know, you have those people, oh, that's not going to work on certain skin tones. Okay, well, first of all, everything ain't for everybody. And we have to keep in mind, Natasha Denona has a variety. So I personally don't think that this is a palette that's not going to work on everyone's skin tone because I've used it on myself and I've used it on clients and it has been just fine. I think it's just a matter of what your preference is. I'd rather you say, I don't like cool tones, and to try to say, oh, well, that won't work for me. No, there's a difference because it will work. I have debunked that plenty of times. Black women can wear cool tones. It's just a matter of what your preference is. So if you like the cool tones, you like the glam, the va-va-voom, smoky, that is what this is. Like if I want to have like a super sultry, sexy, cool tone eye, that is this. Whenever I think smoky eye, and that's the thing, going back to the foundation of makeup, like makeup one-on-one, smoky eye. Smoky eye has come a long way. Originally, when the smoky eye started, it was with cooler shades that resembled smoke. Smoke, you guys. So shades like these, all blown out on the waterline, these grayish, these grungy tones, that was a smoky eye with some black, brown. That is this palette. I love this palette, by the way. The looks that I get from here, beautiful. I ain't mad. All right, so next, if you are someone who is just like, give me all the warmth, I want warm, then this is my second favorite palette from Natasha Denona. First favorite is Biba, hands down. My second favorite is Bronze. I like warm tones. That's my jam. Obsessed with it. This is beautiful. Bronzy, warm, summer nights. This is just stunning. So you've got all the gold, you've got the bronze, you've got the red tones. This is just absolutely beautiful. And then she gave us this beautiful purple up here, which I think is just very interesting for the palette. She has a way with color stories, and it's very captivating. I cannot sit here and deny that. But if you are just a bronzed goddess and you want to get your bronzed goddess life, bronze palette is for you. Sunrise. So you still like warm, but you're like, hey, I'm a little bit more vibrant. Warm, vibrant sunrise. This is fun to me, okay? So when I see this, I think of summertime. I think of beach for some reason. I don't know. In the summertime, I like to really play around with color a lot. So just the warm tones, it's fun, it's popping. Like I would take a shade like Jasper, this orange, I'd put it all over my lid. Same thing with this one here, this beautiful, almost like yellow orangey. This shade is stunning right here. If you like warm and you like color and you're bold, Sunrise is for you. And sorry my mirror is so dirty, yikes. This one, Metropolis, this gives me city vibes, okay? So first of all, mine is banged up, okay? I use this quite a bit. This is Metropolis. And when I look at this, for some reason, I get street vibes, city vibes, urban vibes. It's just a vibe, okay? So you've got some gold, you've got some champagnes, you've got warms, you've got some blues, greens. Like this is just, I think, a good deep dive, a good introduction into Natasha Denona. Let's say you have nothing and you're like, I want a little bit of everything. I like it all because I'm a girl like that. I like it all. This is great because you're going to get the warms, you're going to get the cool, you're going to get the mattes, you're going to get her cream matte formula, you're going to get some shimmers, you're going to get some glitters. This was limited edition. I don't know if this is even still available. Let's check. Let's check right now to see if this is still available. Let's see. Because brands really irritate me when, I'll be doggone, this palette came out, I want to say 2 years ago, and it's still available. Why do they tell us that things are limited edition and they're not? We're smarter now. We understand that when they say that, 9 times out of 10 it ain't true. So this is still available. And again, if you just want to deep dive into Natasha Denona, I think this is a great, great place to start. In fact, I would probably tell you to go here, now that I'm thinking about it, instead of the Biba first. Biba, if you are just strictly only neutrals. However, if you're a girl like me and you like it all and you want to kind of get an idea, go with Metropolis. Okay, now we're getting fun. We're getting into the color, okay? If you are someone who loves pinks and purples, you got options. You've got Lila. Now, fun fact, purple is my least favorite color in the world, okay? Don't like it. It's my husband's favorite color. I don't like it. However, purple eyeshadow, I can rock out with it. And I personally love that you get some warm and cool purples. I'm a fan of the cool purples just simply because I feel like it just kind of brings that depth and grunginess to the eye look. I think it's beautiful. If you are someone who loves the purples and the pinks, this is going to be your jam right here. I enjoy this palette. Now, the thing about palettes like this, the next ones I'm getting ready to show you, these aren't what I call everyday palettes. So your everyday palettes are going to be Metropolis, Glam, Biba, Bronze, Sunrise, Zendo. Those are going to be more so of like your everyday palettes. These are fun in addition to, because you want to throw some color in the mix. So that one was Lila. And then we have Love. Love is very, very cute. Again, in this one, you're gonna get more of the pink variety than the purple, but it's still a good mix. So if you, let's say you like pinks and you like purple, if you commit to Leela, it's just straight, basically mainly purple with a few pops of pink, but here you get a little bit of both. So that is who this is for. And then I probably think this palette by her was the least favorite. A lot of people didn't like it. I liked it. I didn't have any issues with it, but Safari, now I feel like this is a very interesting palette. This is a color story that is not going to speak to everyone. This is gonna be, again, for the girls that like to wear color, that like to just kind of experiment and play with your makeup. It's all matte. So I'm here for that. I love an all matte palette, which is why I think I like it, just simply because I find all matte looks to just be timeless, very classy, stunning. Everyone can wear them, no matter your age, no matter your skin tone. They're just really, really beautiful. So I thoroughly enjoy this. However, a lot of people out there didn't like it. This is going to be one of those where this is just going to be for a very, very specific person. I can't even speak to who that person would be. I would just say, first of all, someone who is a makeup lover. And if you just like dipping and dabbling in a bunch of different colors and you also are a matte lover, there we go. If you are someone who's just like, give me all the mattes, and I didn't have any issues with this formula. A lot of people were saying that this was dry. I didn't get that from this. So again, I don't know, but also I did get this much later. I did not get this when it came out originally. I got this maybe a year or two after it came out because it was buy one, get one half off. Yeah, because I got this in Leela, I want to say maybe 2 Christmases ago. So, and now these last two are for the colorful people, the creative people, the girls that'll just walk around with the greens and blues on their eyes. That is who this is for, and this is Trio Chrome. So I have not played with this as much as I've wanted to. I used this palette for my last competition, so if you're one of my bikini babes, what's good, and you're rocking some purples and stuff on stage, these look stunning on the eyes. You've got some greens. Again, this ain't for everybody. You gotta be like a hardcore, like, yo, I like color, I rock color, and I wouldn't recommend you get this palette if you just dip and dabble in color a little bit. Like, this is gonna be for someone who's like, no, like, I'm gonna legit rock that and play with it. Very, very cute. It almost kind of gives me like scene girl vibes a little bit, which again, I'm not mad at. I like this. And like the color flip, the actual, I don't even know if it'll change. Can you see? You can see all the shades in there. It's sick. It's just a sick palette. And last but not least, the most recent of her color palette. This is the most vibrant palette that she has, and I'm so glad that she finally did this because I feel like now her whole palette section for her brand is complete. She's got pinks and purples, she's got warm tones, she's got cool tones, she's got neutrals, and now she's got the popping vibrant color. Again, if you are someone who likes to play in color, I mean, look at this. This is stunning. Of course, this is going to be a situation to where you're probably using this for something very, very specific, unless you're like me and you'll just rock a blue eyeshadow to work because why not? I do that, but I understand I work in a creative space. I'm a hair colorist, so things are a little bit different for me. Of course, if you're working a corporate job, you're not going to be rocking blue eyeshadow, or maybe you are. Shoot, I don't know. Maybe you are. And if you are dope, and I love that for you. But I like this palette. Again, I haven't had much time to play with it that much, but when I have used it, I'm like, yes, these colors are popping. So that is going to wrap up the video. Got a little Zendo tutorial, and I hope this was helpful with you trying to figure out which palette is for you. If you've kind of been sitting on it or you're just on the hunt, let me know down below if this was helpful for you. And if you still need any additional help, you guys you are more than welcome to hit me up on Instagram. I will respond to you. I always respond in my DMs and my comments. And I've had a couple of you actually email me as well asking me questions. I do not mind. That is why I have my content, because I want to help you. So all of the information, everything will be linked down below with my Instagram, my email, anything you need to know will be down there. I love y'all so much. Oh, we are at 6.5K subs. The AM fam is growing. I do not like referring to y'all as like subscribers like that. I don't know. That don't sit well with me. I much more prefer to call you the AM fam. So I love and appreciate y'all so much. You know the deal. Keep it simple, and I will see you in the next video.